You're struggling in interviews because of three things: not reading, not listening, and not asking. How many times have you heard the words, "Unfortunately, we went with a more qualified candidate"? Well, it's easy to blame that on the economy, or a stupid interviewer, or your ESL English. But the truth is much simpler. You're trying to be everything to everyone. But the more qualified candidates, they're just trying to be something to someone. And to be more like them, you need to do three things. First, reading. I'm not talking about just scanning job descriptions for skills. I'm talking about reading and thinking critically, like the interviewer. As a hiring manager, I loved to ask one question. Which part of this job are you the most excited about, and which are you the least excited about? Most people froze because they hadn't really done the research on the responsibilities. But the few that answered thoughtfully, well, they really impressed me. They showed that they understood what I cared about and why this role mattered to them too. So, to start reading JDs like that more qualified candidate, ask yourself three questions. What are my strengths and weaknesses based on this role? What are my long and short-term goals, and how do they fit with this role? And if I were the hiring manager, what would my dream candidate look like? Next, listening. Most people try to tell interviewers, "I'm the best candidate," but the more qualified candidate says, "I'm the best for this company in this role." When I was building a data engineering team from 0 to 100 members, I wasn't looking for a good engineer. I was looking for someone who could work with our tech stack, lived our culture, and could build trust fast with our leaders. I explained that in every interview, but only a few people actually listened. Everyone else just waited for me to finish so they could recite their memorized answers. So to start listening like that more qualified candidate, do two things. Decode intent. Like before answering, pause and ask yourself, what problem or goal are they testing with this question? Then answer to solve that problem. So for the roles that I was hiring for, I would have loved to see a candidate understand that building from 0 to 100 requires a self-starter, someone who can build trust quickly. Second, mirror context. Use what they've said about their challenges or goals and weave those words into your answers. Now, let's talk about asking. Asking great questions isn't a task to be just completed at the end of the interview after your interviewer says, "Do you have any questions for me?" It is essential if you want to discover the pain points that your interviewer has. And it should be done throughout the interview, whenever you want to uncover more needs, not just at the end. And you need to ask good questions, not just generic, overused ones that everyone else is asking. So here are three questions that I love to hear as an interviewer. And the best candidates that I've interviewed take it one step further. They listen carefully and open up more conversations to explore my pain points and show how they can address them. Read, listen, ask. If you can do these three things, one day you'll be that more qualified candidate.